the major unbeatens went down until there was only one who could be called King of the Mountain. With a ferocious defense and high-octane offense led by Jason White, Oklahoma's aiming at another title. Last year, Texas A&M upset the top-ranked Sooners. Now everybody's chasing Oklahoma. I will follow you. I will follow you. A&M will try to do it again as the Sooners aim to stay unbeaten. And it's coming up next on ABC. Today we're in the heartland, following the leader in Norman, Oklahoma, where they love their football. More than 81,000 expected for this Big 12 South matchup between the Texas A&M Aggies and the Sooners of Oklahoma. And hi, everybody, I'm Tim. All right, John, thank you. Memorial Stadium, Owen Field, the Aggies and the Sooners. Samantha Ryan with head coach Bob Stoops.
All right, thanks a lot, Timmy. Coach, last week your team dominated Oklahoma State. Today you have another team which surprised you guys last year. What did you tell your team this week?
Well, just that they're very aware of that. I really didn't need to tell them. We were 8-0 and undefeated and #1 in the country a year ago when a lot of these same players beat us. So we're fully aware of that. We need to play as well as we can play to have a chance again today.
Okay, thanks a lot, Bob.
All right, thanks.
All right, by 4. Oklahoma needs 4 on second down out of the gun. He looks left, throws over the middle. He's got it caught, and look out. Here we go, folks. It's Clayton. He's off to the races, and touchdown, Oklahoma. Mark Clayton, the 5'11", 187-pound junior, semifinalist for the Biletnikoff Award, one of the best receivers in college football with a 40-yard touchdown reception.
This is what Torbush was so worried about. He knows all about Mark Clayton. Remember, this staff at A&M was at Alabama last year, and Clayton absolutely tore them up. He had 2 touchdowns, 4 receptions, 129 yards last year, a missed tackle in the secondary. And against a guy like Clayton, one guy misses deep, he's going to finish it.
Trey DiCarlo comes on for the extra point attempt. Good snap, good hold. And the Sooners tack on another point. So, folks, they are explosive. And just like that, with 11:40 remaining in the first period, it's White to Clayton. 7-0, top-ranked Sooners. '27th season of 10 wins or more. Jones gets a block inside the 5. Touchdown, Kewan Jones. From 6 yards out, the sophomore scores.
There's nothing fancy about it. Just roll out. A little inside zone play from the shotgun. Your defense is thinking it might be passed because you've got trips to the left. You bring wide receiver in motion across the formation. So you get no secondary support because they think first and goal from the 6. Sooners might throw it.
What a push off that front line. And the extra point is good. 4:16 to play in the first period. And the top-ranked Sooners look like they're untouchable.
Really calm and in control this afternoon.
Runnels in motion. White again. Looks deep. This time he's got a receiver wide open. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Mark Clayton with his second touchdown catch of the game. 42 yards. White to Clayton.
Looked like Jason White was running up to throw the javelin. Perfect release. Clayton had to slow down just half a step.
Mark Clayton has a touchdown in 6 straight games. He's getting them in pairs now. Trey DiCarlo comes on for the extra point attempt. splits the sticks, and it's 21-0. You think Oklahoma doesn't remember what happened last year? Broke his ankles in that
Yes,
move.
he did. Great dead leg.
Clayton with his second touchdown catch of the afternoon. Clayton in motion. White back of the end zone. Touchdown Rankins. Juwan Rankins out of Windsor, North Carolina with a 7-yard touchdown catch. His 6th touchdown of the year.
And confusion in the secondary for Carl Torbush. No pressure whatsoever. Decides not to bring pressure. He's so worried about this young secondary. And that time ran a little bit of a rub route. Rankins comes wide open in the back of the end zone.
No disrespect to Texas A&M, but right now looks like the Sooners could hang 100 on them.
Might put half 100 on him here in the first half.
$6:59 to play in the first half. Sooners are up to 28. They threw a touchdown, he caught a touchdown, and he also has a 100-yard kickoff return against Iowa State this year. Here's the give inside. Touchdown Oklahoma. Kewan Jones. They didn't wrap him, they lost him. And the hide-and-seek runner hiding behind big blockers, seeking that hole, explodes for a 7-yard touchdown.
That left side, Kelvin Shashan and Vince Carter, the center, are putting on a clinic. Watch just the flat backs. And he runs right into Shashan because Shashan, even though he didn't get a lot of push, he stays square to the line of scrimmage in those zone run schemes. If your offensive line stays square, it opens up more seams. It gives that running back a two-way go.
With all that contact, I don't think a white jersey touched him.
Wasn't even near him.
DiCarlo again hits the extra point.
And the only way they're going to stop them right now is if Shashan would have turned around and tackled Kewan Jones on that play.
35-0 Sooners. Clayton with a 40-yard touchdown pass. Jones with a 6-yard touchdown run. Clayton with another touchdown catch. Rankins 7-yard touchdown pass from White. And Jones with that 7-yard touchdown run. Big scoring first half.
Pacific Life game summary. Clayton has been sensational. Jones getting great blocking up front. And Jason White perfect on the day. He has been 11 for 11. His accuracy has been amazing. But this offensive line, I was talking earlier about the defensive line that they have to block every day in practice. You got to believe they look forward to that. I don't know how many teams can show up down there and really give, if they're playing like this, not many groups can give them a run.
First down Sooners. This is Clayton. Stops on a dime, turns back to the inside. There's to the corner. No signal. Touchdown Oklahoma. Mark Clayton with his 3rd touchdown of the first half. This one a 28-yarder. Had to wait for the signal because the official got knocked down in the corner.
The line judge who is in charge. Al Green, excuse me, the line judge is Kelly Durding, who is in charge of seeing if he went out of bounds. Slipped and fell and got run over, and Mark Clayton's too fast for the officials.
So we paused. We waited for the official to get up. He threw his hands up. Touchdown, Oklahoma. DiCarlo adds the 42nd point of the first half.
It's amazing when you look at Oklahoma, and Chuck Long was saying that, you know, with all the guys that we lost, Quentin Griffin, Trent Smith, Antoine Savage, Curtis Fagan, all those 4 guys are the number 1 through 4 top receivers in the history of Oklahoma. They all left through graduation. And Bob Stoops said, but, you know, I saw these young guys like Clayton, Brandon Jones, we've seen Juwan Rankins, and he knew that this may be the best group of receivers he had. The only question was, can Jason White stay healthy? Now he's answered that, and now it's perfect. 13 for 13. He's doing okay this afternoon.
4 touchdown catches over 200 yards for the Sooners. Over the middle. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Travis Wilson. And the 6'3" sophomore from Carrollton, Texas, is on fire here this afternoon. Came into the game with only a couple catches.
They had to debate whether Travis Wilson had control of the ball when he hit the ground. The officials got together and decided that he did, in fact, have it.
Well, he had the 12-yard touchdown catch, and they now have 48 on the board. So I thought when you said a half 100 by half was, I thought you were being facetious.
No, you just get a feeling when an offense and a quarterback is clicking like this.
Extra point, now the Heisman chance begins.
You take a look at Jason White, and the Heisman chance start coming.
End. Oklahoma 49, Texas A&M nothing. When we come back, some of you in the second half will be taken to that Tennessee-Miami game. This one so far has been all Sooners.
Are elected officials actually working? Tuesday at 10. Watch Eyewitness News 5.
In the first half, the Texas A&M Aggies have escaped with only 47 yards total offense. The Sooners have been swarming. It's been all Oklahoma. A year ago, they were the Rose Bowl winner. This year, they're aiming for the national title. Oklahoma's been sweet. Jason White, 16 of 18, 263 yards and 5 touchdowns. Second half next. Some of the fans have had enough. They said, okay, 49-0. I'm going to go home, watch the rest of it in the comfort of my own home. In the middle of a 3-game homestand here in Norman. Last week, Oklahoma State. Today, A&M. Baylor's next. And look out, Thompson's going. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And it just continues. A 29-yard touchdown by Paul Thompson. Are you kidding me?
Well, and if you're the backside defensive end for A&M and Thompson's in there instead of Jason White, you better stay home. On anything away, the guy with the ability to run of Thompson. And not that they won't run that play with White. He's a good athlete. He's 100% recovered from both his ACL tears. But when you have a guy like Thompson, if you're A&M, you better be staying home on the backside.
DiCarlo with the extra point attempt. Good snap, good hold. Whoops. It's good. Barely.
Stuck it in. Well, I said half 100 at the half. You said maybe 100. Oh, boy. I don't know, but that's awfully good offense to start out.
I'll tell you this. Coach Fran's going to find out a lot about his club today. Will they quit or will they continue to play?
Better not quit. The guy they need to stick with.
Third down and goal. Thompson. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Paul Thompson. From 3 yards out.
Jason White who? You don't think Jason White's enjoying this?
Oh, I know he is. He's a team player.
And Thompson runs right over Stakane, the middle linebacker.
Never fails. Give a guy a good pop, and they go right at him.
Oh, actually, that's Jackson Appel. Excuse me. It looked like Stakane came over the top, but you don't feel this bad if you're Texas A&M and it's your free safety, not your middle linebacker getting run over by a quarterback.
And the extra point is good. Oklahoma 62. He adds one more to make it 63. And with 8:35 to play in the third, it's ugly.
Was the featured back, but the terminology saying they haven't changed language, and they've just continually added to their system.
Second and goal. This is Hickson inside the 5. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
That's great lower body strength. Tay Thompson, the middle linebacker, true freshman, runs over there and looks like he has an angle, and Hickson just steps right through his tackle.
Hickson knows how to get to that corner, too. Uses every inch of the field to get to the pylon.
He's got that low center of gravity. Him and Kewan Jones built very similar.
5'10", 194-pound sophomore from McKinney High School in McKinney, Texas. The extra point is good. And we're at 70. 2:13 to play in the third period. The Sooners continue to pile it on.
It'd take until tomorrow afternoon about this time.
Well, that's why I threw in the wild card. Here's Lewis. Ball's loose. Oklahoma has it. Derek Strait, touchdown Sooners. Derek Strait, the senior out of Austin, Texas, picked it up, scoop, and score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. 17 yards.
How many times did you hear that, Timmy, while you're at the University of Maryland? How many times did you hear your defensive coordinator or linebacker coach yelling? It's so stuck in my head. Scoop and score. Every time the ball's on the ground, those defensive coaches get awful greedy when the ball's on the ground.
Yeah, they
want
do.
7 points for themselves, not the offense.
And the extra point makes it unbelievable. Are you kidding me? 77-0. You know, it's amazing. Almost every game we've had this year as a broadcast team has been close. I mean, we had, what, 51-49 with Texas Tech and Oklahoma State. Last week, Penn State, Ohio State was 21-20.
And we've seen some good teams. We've done Ohio State twice. We've done Florida State twice. We'll see them again against NC State next week. And the whole package. OD, special teams, offensive line play.
77-0 Sooners. ABC Sports presentation of college football return after this message and a word from our ABC stations where it's all Oklahoma.
Take a look at the Pacific Life game summary. It's going to take a little while. 77-0 is our score. Clayton Jones, who went off with an injury. He tells Sam Ryan he's okay. Clayton, again, who's been spectacular. But really, it was just a great display of accuracy and arm strength by Jason White early in the game.